Okay, we're a little bit short here because someone wasn't ready in time. Top of your page, write down SOHCAHTOA and the three ratios. Make sure you press pause to write this one down. Then you can press pause to write the middle one, and then pause to write the last one. The first question, we're finding ratios. You have to label your HOA, choose sine, cos, or tan, then substitute and find 4 decimals. For this triangle, we have the opposite and adjacent side, and opposite and adjacent side is TOA, so we use tan theta equals O over H. We substitute in, tan theta stays the same, O changes to 10, 14 changes to, 14 is for A, and then you can go and divide to get your 4 decimals. 10 divided by 14, 0.7142. For this next question, it's just an extension of number 1. When you're finding the angles, you do same as above, but then you have to do inverse cosine, inverse cos, inverse tan. So we labeled our triangle. We have O and H. Looking at SOHCAHTOA, O and H is sine, and so we have to start by writing sine theta equals O over H. So we go and write that down. Sine theta equals O over H. We substitute in 12 over 20. Theta equals -1 sine 12 bracket 12 divided by 20. Answer, Kai. Peyton, answer. Wrong. It can't be. 12 divided by 20 might be 0.6, but then you didn't go sine -1 yet. Yeah. Maddie, answer. Malik, answer. Are you kidding me? What were you guys doing? Quit being nose pickers. So who's got it? 36.8 sounds about right. Emily, did you get that? Nick, what'd you get? You're supposed to do it, man. Don't just watch me. It's weird, creepy. Do it on your calculator. Let's go. All right. So on your calculator, iPhones and old school calculators, you go 12, actually clear, bracket, 12 divided by 20, bracket, and then you have to go inverse sine. So you're going to have to press second function. So you get sine -1, 36.86. So you round to a whole number, 37 degrees. 37 degrees. And you're welcome to just put an arrow and then write 37 degrees so I can see your rounding thoughts. I totally encourage you to write more decimals than needed and then round. Did everyone get this on the calculator? You must be doing this on your calculator. Must be. Where's your calculator? Show me your answer. Let's see it. Oh, now you start doing it. Oh, sure. Okay. Any questions with that one? All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do finding sides. Okay. Finding sides. Do not stare at people dancing. Shut the blinds now. Wait. So finding sides, we're going to divide our page into 2 now. Okay, so you can divide your page kind of into 2. The first thing that we looked at, or the easier part, is when the unknown is on top. Okay. So we're going to do a triangle, then we're going to do work either beside it or below it. So try and plan accordingly. Okay. So I'm going to do my work over here. But you can also do your work below it if you need to. So we're going to say this is 40 degrees. This is side X, and this is 71. Okay. Go ahead, label your HOA. Go on, label your HOA. Hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent. So for this triangle, we want to find A, and we have H. Which ratio has A and H? Cosine, right there. Okay. So we start by writing cos theta equals A over H. Cos 40 degrees equals A, which is x over 71. So we substitute in. Okay. Now, when we have x on top, it's easy. We just bring the 71 up and multiply. And so we get cos 40 degrees times 71 equals x. On your iPhone calculators, you kind of have to work it backwards. So on my calculator, and the same as the iPhones, I gotta go 40 cos times 71 equals 54.40, okay, 54.38, round that to 54.4. Now you gotta be careful looking up here. When you press second function on your iPhone, it locks it in. So if you then are trying to find just regular sine, cos, or tan, you're going to actually be pressing sine -1, cos -1. So you got to be careful on your iPhones. The other calculators don't do it. They're much better. Okay? All right. Any questions with this one? Unknown on the top is our easy example. The next example is unknown on the bottom. Let's say this is 51 degrees. And we're going to go 42 over x. Okay. Unknown on the bottom, 51 degrees up top, 42 over x. Goa, label your hoa. So we have h, which we don't care about. Opposite side is 42. The adjacent side is x. Which sides do we care about? O and A. So which trig ratio? Look at the top. TOA. So we start by writing tan theta equals opposite O over A. Tan theta equals 42 over x. And then you can, now this is where it gets a little bit weird, okay? So I'm going to show you a shortcut now. I show one or two people. I'll show you the long way first, and then I'll show you the shortcut. So the long way is we had tan, don't have to write this down yet. I'll give you time to figure out what you want to write down in a second. So then I said you got to make it a fraction because x is in the basement, it's cold, it's dark, it's scared. So now that you have two fractions, x gets out of the basement by flipping the right side, but then you also have to flip the left side. Okay. And then you now have x on the top, and you bring the 42 up and you multiply. And that shouldn't be theta anymore, Mr. Barker. Bad, bad, bad. What should that be? It should be 51 degrees. So tan 51 degrees. All right, tan 51 degrees. 51 degrees. Tan 51 degrees. Now the truth is, what's 1 times 42? So really it's 42 over tan 51. Okay. So if you look at that, it's kind of like these guys did what? Switch places, right? So the shortcut work is for you to switch places. You get x on the left side, and you get 42 divided by tan 51. Okay. So your choice. You can do a shortcut, or you can go the long way. It doesn't matter to me which one you write down. I'll give you time to write it down. Go. Write down which one you would like. On your calculator, so if you got an old school calculator, you go 42 divided by 51 tan. Then press equals to do the division. I'll show you in a second, okay? Okay, I'll give you time to write it down. Remember, I can print this out for you, right? So on the old school calculator, you'd go 42 divided by 5110, then press equals to do the division. So I'll show you right now on mine. 42 divided by 5110. That's just 10. Now you gotta press equals 34.01, which is 34.0. Do it on your calculator. Make sure you can get that answer. Okay. Do it on your calculator. Make sure you can get that answer. Do it on your calculator. Make sure you can get that answer. Do it on your calculator. Make sure you can get that answer. All right. So that's all I can ask for trigonometry is 3 questions. I mean, finding ratios and angles are kind of like one question combined, and it's unknown on the top or unknown on the bottom. Okay. The other thing we looked at was Pythagoras. So we're going to review Pythagoras real quickly. Some people have space on the bottom. Some people will need to flip their page over. Okay. Okay, Pythagoras. So the key with Pythagoras is that what? What did we talk about being the key with Pythagoras? The hypotenuse is, that's right, hypotenuse is the largest side. If you remember to check and double check that, it's very hard to get Pythagoras wrong. Okay. So if you're trying to find that Pythagoras, you would then, if you're trying to find that hypotenuse, it's a squared plus b squared. If you have it, if you're trying to find a leg, it's subtraction, because you can't make something larger. Okay. So let's say 14 and 21. So we say c squared, and this is x. So we can start by going x squared. The hypotenuse is 14 squared plus 21 squared. So you have to go to your calculator and go 14 times 14, 196, plus 21 times 21. Notice I didn't write down 21 times 21 anywhere. That's because I knew that's what I was doing by replacing it with a number. Then you could add them up. Okay. Then you have to do another line because these are not the same. And x equals square root 637. Then you can do a run-on sentence and tell me what the square root value is. Some people have to have the number in there first. Other people will see the symbol, so they'll put that in first. 25.23. So 25.2, 1 decimal. Okay. So that's when you're trying to find the hypotenuse. Make sure you have all those equal signs. Don't make stuff up. Okay, this is a 3-mark question. Next one. We're trying to find a leg. This is the last one here, guys, okay? Oh, man, I can't write a straight line. Let's say this is 40, and this is 15. Okay. So we're trying to find a leg, so we'll use the a squared formula. And this is x. So in this case, since we're trying to find a leg, we have to do a subtraction. So 40 squared minus 15 squared. We can't make anything longer than the hypotenuse. 40 squared is 40 times 40. And 15 squared is 15 times 15, 225. Okay, so then we subtract them. We get 1375. Then we have to change x squared into x. And we do that by square rooting the other side. $37.08, which rounds to 37.1. Okay, questions, comments, or concerns? Okay. All right. So as you're doing homework today, tomorrow, Wednesday, the test Thursday on Friday, okay, what you want to do is have this sheet out. Make sure your work looks exactly like these questions. Your work today, number one, well, make sure you're caught up on your unit. Marks are up to date, by the way. Okay, I have everything in unless you just put it on my desk. I got quiz 1 still to do, and that's it. Okay. You are doing today quiz 2. Then the second thing you're doing is page 29. Okay. Now we're going to go over page 29 real quick with the diagrams. Any questions you guys have? Okay, let's turn to page 29 then. Is it 28? Oh, page 28, my bad, sorry, page 28. Page 28, page 28, page 28. What page, Nick? Yeah, attaboy, turn to it. Okay, so X and 25, write that on the diagram in those locations. You try and find the length of the ramp. Sorry? Yeah. Quiz 2. Open book, of course. Question number 10. There's the flagpole. Draw the diagram. Okay, so we have the flagpole and we have the red wire holding it to the ground, which is 12 meters long, making an angle of 63 degrees. Yeah, let me just print out the notes for you.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, just give me a second so you can go over these other ones and I'll do that.
Okay, cool.
Sound good? Yeah, for sure. Okay, there's the diagram for number 11.